When the hi-fi robbery in Ogden, Utah took place, no one could have predicted the sheer brutality that would unfold in a bloodbath claiming 6 lives. The killers savagely shot their victim execution style, leaving no chance for survival. In a twisted act, they poured cleaning chemicals down the victim's throat, causing unimaginable pain. Though the perpetrators were eventually brought to justice, the crime still shocks the community and stands as a grim reminder of human cruelty. Join me as we explore the hi-fi murders and the actions of Dale Pierre Selby and William Andrews. Dale Selby Pierre was born in Tobago before moving to Brooklyn, New York at 17. In May 1973, he joined the U.S. Air Force and was transferred to Hill Air Force Base in Utah, where he met William Andrews, who was a helicopter mechanic and would become his co-conspirator. On April 22, 1974, Pierre, Andrews, and 4 others arrived at the hi-fi shop in Ogden, Utah, just before closing. The group arrived in 2 vans and parked outside as 4 men stormed in with handguns, setting the stage for a night of terror. Employees Stanley Walker, who was 20 years old, and Michelle Ansley, who was 18 years old, were forced into the basement and bound. Their intention was clear. They sought to rob the store, and they would stop at nothing to accomplish their sinister goals. Soon after, Byron Courtney Naisbitt entered the shop to express his gratitude to Walker for allowing him to park his car in the shop's parking lot while he ran an errand next door. Little did he know he was walking into a scene of unimaginable terror. He too was overpowered and taken to the basement. Meanwhile, back at home, a father's concern began to grow. Orrin Walker, father of Stanley, had noticed his son's absence and became increasingly worried. He decided to visit the shop, hoping to find answers and put his mind at ease. Carol Peterson Naisbitt, Courtney's mother, shared the same concern for her missing son and arrived at the shop as well, hoping to locate him. Little did they know that their search for their loved ones would plunge them into a heart-wrenching tragedy. In a chilling act, Pierre retrieved a bottle of Drano and forced Orrin to give it to the hostages. When he refused, the victims were compelled to drink it, falsely told it was vodka with sleeping pills. The corrosive liquid burned lips, tongues, and throats, leaving agonizing injuries. Ansley, begging for her life, was forced to drink as well. Pierre attempted to duct tape their mouths, but the pus from the burns made it impossible, preventing the adhesive from adhering. Orrin, last to drink, let the liquid spill and mimicked the screams and convulsions of the others. Pierre became more impatient and shot Carol and Courtney in the back of the head, extinguishing their lives instantly. Orrin survived despite being shot. Pierre then assaulted Ansley, leaving her naked and broken, before shooting her in the back of the head. Her final words, "I am too young to die," echoed the horror of the night. Still fueled by a sadistic rage, Pierre turned his attention to Orrin, determined to eliminate the last witness to their monstrous acts. Strangling him with wire and attempting to suffocate him, Pierre's attempts failed. Resorting to even more gruesome methods, he thrust a ballpoint pen into Orrin's ear, stomping on it, crushing his eardrum and leaving him battered and broken, but miraculously alive. The killers looted the shop and left, leaving Orrin and Courtney physically and emotionally scarred. The bodies of the victims were discovered nearly 3 hours later when Orrin's wife and other son had come to the store searching for them. Upon hearing noises from the basement, Orrin's son broke down the back door while Miss Walker called the Ogden police. Sadly, Stanley and Ansley were already deceased, but Carol was rushed to St. Benedict's Hospital and was pronounced dead upon arrival. Courtney, although not expected to survive, managed to survive the ordeal with severe and irreversible brain damage. He endured a lengthy hospitalization of 266 days before being released. Orrin Walker, despite extensive burns to his mouth and chin, as well as damage caused to his ear by the pen, managed to survive. An Air Force employee told police that Andrews had spoken about robbing the hi-fi shop. Days later, 2 boys found the victim's wallet in a dumpster near the base. A dramatic police recovery of the items caught the killer's attention, and their behavior stood out. A search of their barracks and a storage unit revealed stolen stereo equipment and Drano. Pierre and Andrews were charged with murder and tried in October 1974. Both were convicted and sentenced to death. Pierre was executed in 1987 at age 34, and Andrews was executed in 1992 at age 37. This is 5 Minute Crimes. Be sure to subscribe to get updated on future videos. I've also created a Discord where I'm fairly active on. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.